I've been wanting to do a video of this for a while. This is the fleet of four-wheelers we have. We'll start with the worst and go to the best. That's Zach. You don't like that. Okay, we'll start with his right here. This is a Honda. That's why I said it's the worst. Two-wheel drive, front, back racks, semi-automatic transmission. It has a nice parking brake feature. The reverse, I'm not sure. This is the four-trax 250. Here you press this down, you gotta press in the brake a little bit, and then you just kick it down from neutral at 1 gear below. That's how you put it in reverse. That one over there, which are my dad's, and this is mine. You have this thing, you just gotta pull it back. Well, my dad's is the high-low transmission over there. Another nice option of this, even though it has come in handy because we have a lot of crap we have to bring here when my dad's get stuck. This little thing you just see, I just folded up the rack there. Come open this thing, I can't do that with one hand. And nice storage space in there. My dad's has a storage space right behind this broken tail light. I was going down a hill one time, actually last summer. Really steep hill, like a 30%, maybe probably 40% grade almost, mate. I don't know if it was that steep, but it was really steep. And I had no rear brakes, or brakes at all, really. And I was just riding the back tires of this four-wheeler nice and gentle down a hill, and then my brother decided to go faster than I wanted to go and got ahead of me a little bit. And I went flying to the back of that one, and my cousin's and broke his tail light. And this is his. Two-wheel drive. The only four-wheeler that has some decent tires left on it for now. Yeah, has hydraulic brakes actually, this fancy doodah thing right there. Here's the rear end, non-differential. He has drum brakes, front and back. It's a straight axle, so it tears up the ground every time he steps on it a little bit. And he'll take it for a ride up the driveway. And his is a kickstart too. We took the battery off this one because they just don't really start a lot of times, and we don't really feel like buying a $50 battery for these. Go. It used to be nice to open up around here, but we kind of, if you look down there, we have tractors that cost more money than I would like to replace. A van there that I don't want to hit. And right down back there, we have buildings that we used to not have there, so. Actually, we always really had them there since we had the four-wheelers, just that the grass is getting slippery, and we really don't want to run the things anymore like we used to. So we don't really open them up anymore. Maybe we'll get a field video or something. Probably bring the Beast and one of the other ones over there at the end of this video, and we'll open them up. Okay, we'll move on to the next four-wheeler. This is the smallest of the three. That was a 250. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Four-trax 250. This is a two-wheel drive also, a Yamaha, one of the better brands. Yamaha Moto 4 200. Has reverse in it, shaft driven. All three of them are shaft. Two-wheel drive. In the winter, we put chains on this one and that one over there, and maybe before winter we'll get a set of chains put up for this one. That thing is a tank. We put sap on the back of that thing in the spring, and that thing pulls out a Gulf Road. It's a steep hill down there, covered in ice, like nothing. That's my homemade taillight. Tires are getting a little worn on this thing somewhat. I have a bent axle. I'm not sure if you notice the wheel wobbling when I go up the driveway, but it does. Zach will show you the nice added feature I have. Wiggle it down. Do that. That's my push. Don't do it too hard, Zach. It might fall apart. 200cc motor. Zach, hold the camera and I'll take it up. Wait, quickly before I do that though, you notice no handlebar brake assembly at all. I ripped that off because it was rattling and it didn't work anyway, so all I have is a foot brake down there. And this is full start because we ripped the battery off because when I wanted to put chains on it last year, I could not fit them on there with the battery. Zach will hold the camera for me again while I do a video. This is my dad's four-wheeler. I own that one, my brother owns this one, and my dad owns this one. We paid $700 for this, $600, and $600 for that. All completely different deals, different people, just happen to be cheap four-wheelers. They're all 1986 too, which is kind of weird. And this is the beast because it has an exhaust leak. It's kind of loud, this one. And it pretty much goes anywhere. Two-wheel drive, high-low transmission, semi-automatic. This one does have the feature of electric start because it has enough space back here, because that's where the batteries get put on these, back here, up behind the rear wheel. Zach will show you that. I'm not sure if you can see it down there, but that's right where the battery goes, and that's why I couldn't have enough space on mine. 225 motor, two-wheel drive, electric start. Has a speedo on it, and show you what it does.